I'm so happy I don't have to care about a bracket this year.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I was in first place, and then they fucking lost, and now I'm in 17th. Out of the money.
Imagine how much I care right now.
None.
Although,
As much as Bobby did last segment.
Yeah. Did you text Gator about the Gators? You didn't give Gator any shit about the Gators?
No, I hate him.
All right, fair enough.
You think I want to deal with him not during football season? Absolutely not.
I mean, rub it in his face a little bit? I thought that was kind of your way.
No, because then he'll just start talking nonsense about other shit.
Maybe. Celtics lose late, 92-102 against the Timberwolves, as Ray mentioned there in the update. Are they playing tonight?
No, they play tomorrow night.
Gotcha. No Anthony Edwards. Julius Randle had 9 points, shot 21% from the field. Something called Bones Hyland went for 23 against them. Brown ended up with 29 points. Tatum 16 points. White 15, Pritchard 10. They got zero help from the bench. So you could point to a number of reasons why they lost this game, but we're going to point to the real reason, which is fourth quarter fucking Mazzula Ball. I've got the whole quarter laid out, but I spoke all last segment, so I want to throw it to Bobby for a little bit and just get his assessment on that in my opening take, and if you agree with it or not. But I'll just give you the synopsis. Celtics scored 15 points in the fourth quarter. They gave up a 16-0 run to the Wolves. They shot 5 for 27. They had a stretch of 12 straight missed shots early in the quarter, 0 for 7 from 3, which is lower than I thought, frankly. Of those shots, I think the statistic is 98% of them were from Tatum or Brown. And I have the isolation stats too, not in front of me. We can get into that. I can pull it up while you're talking, Bobby. But your reaction to that, my opening take was they were falling back into old habits of which lost them their playoff series last year, and I think is their most Achilles heel. Do you agree, disagree? Where do you stand on that?
I agree. I think you put it well, and it kind of ties into my point where like the shine is worn off. They're not just out there playing basketball anymore, and now they're at the point where they have to try and figure this out again. So they're going back to do it the only way that all three parties know how to do it, and it's this. And it has disrupted the flow and the rhythm of what they've done. I mean, to lose to this team without Anthony Edwards, I mean, that was a real poor effort or team that the Timberwolves rolled out there. And now they're going to have to go play the Thunder again. And I don't know how that's going to, because they got the playoffs coming around and that's a real playoff team. So I would assume that they're going to put their best effort forth there, but they need to figure out an actual way to play basketball here instead of just jacking threes all day.
Well, we've been saying that for years. I mean, that's my opening take. They don't have it. They have Joe Mazzula, which is give the ball to Tatum. And I guess, we blame it on Mazzula and gave Tatum a lot of credit for his basketball acumen last year and how good he was. But eventually, it's a players-driven league. You got to start putting the blame on these guys too. And then you see the dichotomy of the way Brown was playing versus the way Tatum was playing. I think that's getting blown out of proportion a little bit because, well, let me give you some statistics here. Let me just give you this isolation versus assist.
Before you go, can I bring up something real quick?
Please.
During that game on Sunday, it seemed like Brown was trying to get Tatum going, get him hyped for the game. At one point during a free throw, they were both at half court, and you could see him just trying to get him going, forget about the misses and all that, just play your game kind of thing. So it shows that Brown can see it, that Tatum, he's struggling right now. I think it's still trying to get his legs underneath him. His shot's not there right now. So I think he's just trying to be that guy. Hey, you're him. Just don't worry about it. You'll get out of it. Don't worry.
Both of them came out and said they had a meeting together, I think, with Mazzula, and maybe Brad Stevens is a part of it, and talked about their goals and the way they want to approach it moving forward, which is all great. We shit on this, and I'm going to get to my final point in that, and then I'll quickly run through that fourth quarter and the play-by-plays, because it is jarring. Tatum and Brown are ultimate professionals. They have won a championship. They are excellent players, probably future Hall of Famers. They'll probably get their fucking jerseys in the rafters. They're going to get another contract from the Celtics. They're most likely, neither of these guys are going anywhere. And the fact that they have the maturity to sit down and go, all right, where are we at? What do we want to do? What are you looking to do this year, Jaylen? What are you looking to do, Tatum? I'm sure that conversation, Tatum said, look, you're having an MVP year. I don't want to step on that. Here's what I want to bring. here's what I can bring. And Jaylen Brown probably went, I'm okay with stepping back a little bit here and here, this place, that place, but I think this is going well for us. I'd like to keep this, blah, 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 blah. You know who didn't have any fucking thing to do with that? Joe goddamn Mazzula. Do you know what these guys need? They need Udoka. That's the guy they need. They need a coach that when their style of play and their decision-making turns into one-on-one basketball in a fourth quarter where you give up a 16-0 run, a coach to go, hey, dickheads, run the fucking play. Don't just go one-on-one. They don't have that guy. They have an offense in Joe Mazzula. We've seen that they have an offense that doesn't even rely entirely on three-pointers when Jaylen Brown's ahead of it, but they don't have a leader on the bench to rein in his superstars when they get out of control. They don't have that guy. And his superstars have been taught through a system that Boston and Brad Stevens and Danny Ainge, they wanted this type of system, and they built their entire franchise over the past 10 years to get here. So Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown have grown up in this three-point era, and that's the way they know how to play basketball now. You need someone telling them to do something different, and they don't have it. And because they're so good, a lot of times it doesn't matter. But in situations where it's not working, the shot's not falling, they have nothing to fall back on. And I feel like we're having this conversation so much.
We are. And why doesn't anybody else see it? Why do people think Joe Mazzula is good at his job? He blows. He blows.
Every time I post something about this, like we are clips from our show, like people are all over us. Oh, you mean coach of the year, the guy that brought them to the championship and all that? It's like, no, the superstars got him there. The role players got him there. It's not Joe Mazzula. He's not the X and O's genius like a Phil Jackson or Pat Riley. He's not even on their fucking level. So
Joe Mazzula would be and will be a phenomenal assistant coach. His strengths are getting guys to play harder, a wacky energy that keeps things removes the monotony of a season. He's an energy guy, glue guy. That's what he was as a player, and that's what he is as a coach. As a head coach, he is not a tactician. He relies on numbers and he relies on statistics and nerds.
System.
And following the system and the feel for the game. Like there's marginal improvements a little bit, I guess, Bobby. But when you it's a regular season game against the Timberwolves who haven't won in this building in 30 fucking years. And the team goes on a 16-0 run. You've called 2 timeouts. Out of every timeout, it's the same shit. It's the same set. You just switch the guy. It's Brown or Tatum at the top. And that's it. You get a high pick and roll and scout out a matchup that you like, and they make a play. That's not coaching. That is not a difference maker as a coach, period. And I'm going to give you the statistics from that fourth quarter to prove it. I'll do it quickly. I'm going to go here's your shot breakdown. I'm going to start with Tatum. Tatum, field goals in the fourth quarter, 9 field goal attempts. 4 of them made, 5 of them missed. 3 points, 4 attempts out of the 9. Still shooting about half of his shots from behind the three-point line. But shot 50%, made 2 threes, missed 2 threes. Jaylen Brown. These statistics were a little surprising to me. After watching the game, I thought Tatum was like kind of the issue. I don't know. Jaylen Brown, 13 field goals attempts to Tatum's 9. Made 4, missed 9. Only took 2 threes, made 1, missed 1. Here's your first 10 shots in the fourth quarter in order as the Timberwolves pulled away in the 16-0 run. Jaylen Brown, missed layup. Jayson Tatum, missed 3. Jaylen Brown, made layup. Jaylen Brown, missed mid-range jumper. Jaylen Brown, missed layup. Jayson Tatum, missed layup. Jaylen Brown, missed fadeaway. Jaylen Brown, missed layup. Jayson Tatum, missed mid-range jumper. Jaylen Brown, missed three-pointer. Keep that in mind. Here's your assist first isolation for that whole quarter. Assisted shots were 2 of 27. 2 made, 0 missed. They assisted on 2. Tatum had them both. They were catch and shoot threes. Isolation created shots. 25 of the 27 shots in the fourth quarter came from isolation. Every single one of those 25 came from Brown or Tatum. 13 of them came from Brown. You can't win that way. They just completely eliminate everything that they do for 3 quarters in playing basketball, and they go to 1-on-1 in the 4th quarter when the game is tight. I don't. It's incomprehensible for me as a coach to be okay with that. Like, you go 3 quarters, you play a good game, and you go on runs, and you're scoring, and other people are involved. And then you go to the 4th quarter, and you're just like, hey, the 3 of you, fuck off. It's like either Brown's going to get this or Tatum's going to get it. Like, get out of the way. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's obvious.
Especially when you got shooters. You got shooters on the team. You got Payton Pritchard who can shoot. You got Derek White who can shoot. I mean, you even got the big man that can shoot. So, like, why are you like sharing the ball around instead of giving to those two? It's stupid. It's terrible coaching.
Teams figure them out by the end too. So they figure them out. They figure out their patterns, and they don't do anything different. They have no counterpunch ever.
It's not even. It's. I mean, I know a lot of the NBA works like this too, but like, if you want to give Joe Mazzula credit, it's not even that hard. We're not that old to say this is not how it used to be. Go look at the best players in history. Even look at the best player of this era, not LeBron James, Steph Curry. His shit comes off ball. I know his highlights are all dribbling and launching threes. That dude runs around the court 4 times before he catches the ball, and then he goes to work. Your game becomes so much easier when you're not dribbling it up the court 80 feet, trying to make decisions. Like, just that alone is simple. It's so frustrating. And they're not going to change. They are not going to change.
You'll never change. That's his philosophy. They'll change once he's gone.
They just gave him a contract extension.
I know. I'm saying it's going to be a long time, but
it was from like 1 million to 1.5. Don't worry.
Oh boy, it's frustrating. And you're right. I don't have the record in front of me, but it's bad against the top 10 teams. They're 0 for against Detroit. They're 0 for against OKC.
Don't worry. They won't be 0 for against Detroit anymore with Cade Cunningham going down.
What happened to Cade Cunningham?
Punctured lung. I don't know. They didn't show how it happened. It must have been a practice or doing something.
I think he was diving for a basketball, I think is what it was. I think he hit the ground.
That sucks. I mean, that was a good Detroit team. I like Cade Cunningham. I think he's awesome.
Well, now the Players Association's petitioning, so they banned the 65 game rule and let him get the MVP because he deserves it. I'm like, no, that's not how it works, folks.
Cunningham does not deserve.
He's not the MVP.
No.
I mean, don't ban the 65 game. Like, anyway, that's a tangent for another day. The tangent today was the Celtics play bad basketball in the 4th quarter of close games. That hasn't changed for 3+ years, despite their championship, in which that run did not need them to play good basketball in the 4th quarter against good competition. They won every series in 4 or 5 games. They never faced elimination. The one series they were pushed in Indiana, Jaylen Brown hit a miraculous 3 in the corner for that sweep.
Then
Fuck you.
Suffocate
if you disagree with that. They're bad in the 4th quarter late. They play poor offensive basketball, which we haven't mentioned this too, bleeds into their defense. They just give up bad transition points, and their defense sucks on top of it. It's a 2-way game.
Oh, but their net rating for defense is second in the NBA. That's all I can hear right now.
Teams that are run by analytical nerds have great regular seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Fact. Yeah. In the playoffs, all of that is disrupted.
Exactly.
And we have seen them come up short time and time again because of those nerds, even in their 2 championship runs. Despite the brilliance of Tatum and Brown, and they are brilliant, if they had some coaching leadership that put them in better positions to succeed, the overall success of the Celtics would be higher in championships. And they will get in the way of themselves in the next couple of years, and we'll just see if Stevens and new ownership recognize that. Maybe Tatum recognizes it. Maybe he fucking clears his eye. Or maybe Brown forces the issue. Who knows?
Maybe Chisholm's going to spend money.
What were you going to say, Bobby? Sorry.
No, I was just going to say the stats and analytics over time, if you do it, it'll obviously prove out success. That's how math works. But in a short sample size, stats don't work. Then it's about a totally different thing. It's about winning in that moment and doing what's needed right there. Nerds ruin sports. Sports are about the now. We don't care about That's a video game. That's Madden. That's dumb. That's for 12-year-old boys that sit in their basement. Let's play out a whole season. When we're watching, we want to watch what's happening now. Play the game now.
No, yeah. We've done this before. We don't have to do it. We're late, but they've ruined the singular moment of sports, the singular athletic feat by an individual person.
One-on-one athletic competition. Bring it back.
Yeah, I think they are. I think you've watched the rest of the NBA. That analytical trend is kind of going away, or at least it's changed. If you watch OKC, the Spurs, or these guys, they're going back.
Inspired their nerds.
Yeah.
Well, someone needs to fire the nerds talking to Jayson Tatum and make him play inside the arc. And that needs to happen sooner rather than later.
Okay.
We'll see. Any of you that disagree, why don't you come talk to us the next time they lose a game exactly the way they lost to Timberwolves, especially in the playoffs. Let us know. The next 25-point lead they blow in the third quarter because they won't stop shooting fucking threes because numbers always reach their level. So if you shoot 70% in the first half, you're going to come back down. That's how math works. That's how Bobby said.
You heard it.
Bobby's good at math. Look at his headset.
Smart as fuck.
All right. We'll be right back with a quick Patriots tidbit minute. The Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Mazzula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
Vacation. I'm gonna quay all these. I'm gonna fucking watch them this week.
You say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q.
It's Q-U